ladies and gentlemen, a young lady who was in the same situation this time last year. She knew what it was like. She knows what the girls are going through. So please put your hands together for the current Rose of Manchester, who is a great ambassador for us, Mairéad McDermott, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mairéad.
I thought I was done with all this, but we'll give it one last shot. We'll milk it for all it's worth anyway. It's hard to believe that a year ago I stood here just like all these girls. Fabulous. You all did fabulous tonight. Well done. You represented your centres brilliantly. You should be proud of yourselves, each and every one of you. Well done. So like I said, this time last year I was one of these girls, and thankfully I was lucky enough to be crowned the Manchester Rose. And this is where it all started for me. So, and for me, throughout the year, tonight was one of my many, many, many highlights. So, I just want to thank each and every one of you for supporting me in my incredible year. You all, I couldn't ask to represent a greater city, and it's each and every one of you in this room that made it happen. Thank you. So this year I got to live out my childhood dream. I had so many highlights, I don't even know where to begin. Started off with tonight, going on straight through to Portlaoise, where I met men and women from all over the world representing their cities, countries, counties, and that have now become friends for life. And one of you girls tonight will be lucky enough to get to have that experience too and be welcomed into the Rose family. It truly is a Rose family, and you're in it for life and you have friends for life. It's fantastic. I've had so many opportunities to get to travel. Obviously I toured around Ireland as the Manchester Rose. I've been to Dublin, Belfast, and most recently went to New York with the Roses and Escorts for a reunion. Woo! Which was a fantastic experience. They were just some of my highlights. Well, of course, meeting Dahi O'Shea. It's not quite Joe Casserley, though. He does it better. So once again, I'd like you all just to raise a glass and give a hand to our 10 beautiful girls tonight that all represented themselves. Thank you, Manchester. Signing off.
What about that, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much indeed. Mairéad McDermott soon will be handing over the crown. Who will be our Manchester representative? Well, we've just got a few more minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, because a gentleman who works very hard and makes this very possible, not just here but all over the world. In fact, he's rushing back tomorrow to that faraway place, Ireland, for another heat tomorrow evening. Please put your hands together, representing the Kerry Rose Festival, Mr. Steve Connolly. Thank you very much indeed, Steve.
Thank you, Alan. Good evening, Manchester. I'll be brief because I know you all want to know who's ambassador for 2014, but a few thank yous, if I may, just to echo Chris's words at the very beginning of the night, and thank the sponsors. I won't mention any names in case I leave anybody out. But can I just say a huge thank you to the two main sponsors, and the hotel here have been fantastic to us all day. I'm sure you'll agree the meal was nice, and the staff, they served it very, very promptly and kept us all in good spirits right throughout. So the Midland Hotel for all their work here today, and thank you very much indeed. To Tourism Ireland, who have looked after Chris for the last 2 years in ensuring that the Manchester Rose takes place. I know the lady in question couldn't be here tonight. She was with the President, who was over here earlier on during the week, so she couldn't make the second journey. So can I say a huge thank you to Tourism Ireland. Thank you very much indeed. Our 10 local sponsors, again, Chris alluded to some. I'm not going to even start because I will leave somebody out, but can I say, without you we wouldn't have these 10 fantastic ladies behind me on stage. But the festival wouldn't work without sponsorship, and I know in Manchester, having been here last year and tonight, the event has been absolutely fantastic, and I know it's a testament to not only sponsorship but to the working endeavour of Chris and his team, Siobhan and all of those people that kind of help to keep the Manchester Rose alive. But can I say a huge thank you to each and all the local sponsors. Without you it wouldn't happen. Thank you. Very briefly, but it wouldn't work without, I know Seamus been keeping us in check down the back, sound and lighting tonight has been excellent, thank you Seamus. And also Joe and the band, the final drop, or the last drop it is actually, isn't it? The last drop, or is it the final drop? I don't know, the last drop. Well, there'll be a last drop tonight in O'Shea's tonight, because I believe the post-party is going to O'Shea's legally tonight, I believe. We've a license to drink, I think, until 6 AM. So to Tom and all the people down in O'Shea's, we will frequent shortly. Our MC tonight, Alan, and a lot of you people over here know him. I had the pleasure of meeting him last year, and 10 years ago was the original time I met him. But his job is to put the girls at ease, and I'm sure he'll agree he did a great job on that tonight. True professional Alan Keegan. Our judges, Grace, Lenny and Marie, can I just say, I hope you're still talking down there. Deliberations were tough, they spent the last hour at it. Can I wish you the very best of luck in advance of your decision. I'm sure you've picked the worthy ambassador for Manchester. Thank you very much to our judges. Thank you. A huge welcome, and I hope she gets a welcome tonight because she is from Liverpool and still the current Liverpool Rose, Lisa O'Halloran. She's down there somewhere. So huge thank you for making the journey, Lisa. You're very, very welcome here to Manchester tonight. And the best of luck in the very important game tomorrow. No, maybe not. The team here in Manchester, I know Chris leads the Manchester Rose. You need to keep emailing him and ringing him and all of that work. But first, can I thank Siobhan, who I met today again. Siobhan, thank you for keeping me on my toes tonight and keeping all the girls in check. To Chris for keeping Manchester Rose where it should be and at the very, very high standard. We've 61 centres all over the world that come to Portlaoise. Manchester is very much one of those and one of the very, very high centres that we have in our regard. So to Chris O'Connor and all the team, Siobhan, thank you very much indeed. Well done. So our photographer is Danny, and I know Anne-Marie was working off-site tonight or filling in for somebody wherever she is, but thanks for keeping and getting all the girls and going to look after them in the papers and all the social media, and Facebook I believe is flying at the moment. So to Danny and Anne-Marie, and Danny, you've been in here for many, many, many years. She's right in front of me, of course, and Joe's better half, of course, who's here. Sorry Joe, I'll talk later. Can I say a huge thank you to our media, well done, thank you. To a young lady who was here last year in your position, girls, and she's on my right, still the current Manchester Rose. We had great times here. What happens here, guys, is only the start of a very important and fantastic journey and life-changing, I suppose, that can make the festival more than you ever thought it was. And Marie didn't really know what was in store for when she became the Manchester Rose last year. She went down to Portlaoise, and there's 61 girls down there, and out of that you have to pick 23 from 61. You were one of the chosen ones to get out of there, and then you go to the Dome, represent Manchester on a world scale where there's 32 girls from all over the world. The attributes we look for in a Rose is personality, confidence, and much, much more. You had everything. And can I just say in advance of the decision here tonight, whoever is picked, I'm sure you'll be a worthy ambassador to give the girl advice going forward. So Mairéad McDermott, our current Rose, she was an absolutely fantastic ambassador. And I know her name Mary, and I've had the pleasure of meeting Mick. Well done, great to meet you, and I'm sure we'll be back to Tralee soon. Thank you very much. Almost there, the men in black tonight, and can I say they're the unsung heroes, but the escorts, if they wouldn't work without them, they're here sitting casually. To all our escorts, thanks lads, well done. And finally, to the ladies behind me, we had great fun today, and I know the judges met you all at length, and we had group judging and individual judging. And can I just say to you girls and guys down there, the party fees tonight were exceptional. But bear this in mind, and I have no idea where we're going with this decision, it's not about who's the best singer, the dancer, the poet, or anything like that. The guys have to put everything into a cocktail, mix it up and see who's the best ambassador from Manchester. I'm sure you've done that. Can I say to the girls, the very best of luck to each and every one of you in your future endeavours, and I'm sure any one of you would be a worthy ambassador from Manchester, and I mean that most sincerely. You're absolutely fantastic. Finally, what happens here tonight is the girls' shows will go to Portlaoise, where we have a fun-filled parade, vintage parade, rosebuds, Dahi O'Shea, RTE, all the cameras are there. The regional festival is almost as big as Tralee. Can I say to you, whatever girl is picked, please come over and support your Rose in Portlaoise. Manchester deserves to be on the map. It deserves to be on TV. It was last year and it can be this year. And we need the support of you to make sure it happens again. So to each and every one of you here tonight, can I say a huge, huge thank you. Without further ado, I'll hand back to Anna Keegan. Thank you.
What about that? Thank you very much to you, Steve. About a few words. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. But without further ado, can I ask a young lady also who knows what it's like to be involved and here on the stage, please give a young lady called Grace Kelly a round of applause, our chair, and of course representative for 2007, the Liverpool Rose herself. I believe she has the envelope, she has the golden envelope. We're going to open it up and find out who the Manchester ambassador will be for 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, it's in here, girls. The Rose will win £500. Can we have some reaction as well? Also a fantastic shield that will commemorate winning this evening. A very special, unique selection of flowers, and she will represent this fantastic city of ours and will be the ambassador for Manchester 2014 at the Rose of Tralee. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for 2014 is a worthy winner, Mairéad Hussey! The Manchester Rose 2014, Mairéad Hussey, a worthy winner. Let's have a few words with Mairéad. Ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic award. Can I just ask you before we speak to Mairéad to give all the ladies a round of applause who are stood on the stage. Any one of them could have been a winner. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting a sash on for the photographs, and then we'll have a word with Mairéad. Okay, Mairéad, can we just make sure you've got the sash so the photographs can be seen? Alright, there, have a look. There you go. Well done, congratulations. Have a look around. Start with Danny, start with Anne-Marie. Go to your right to David Hennigan, to Claire, to Tony, to Lawrence, to Damien, to everyone who's taking photographs. Okay, Chris has got his sewing kit out. Alright. Alright. So, Mairéad, I asked you, like I did all the girls before, if you won it this evening for Manchester, what would it mean to you? Mairéad Hussey, what does it mean to be the ambassador 2014 at the Rose of Tralee for Manchester? She's in a state of shock. I'll translate it. Chelsea, can you catch that? Catch that photograph. Come to the front, Chelsea. Get up there, James, get the camera up there. Mairéad, all these fantastic girls, they've been absolutely brilliant, every one of them. Any one of them could have been here tonight with you in this position. So, tell us, what was it like the build-up? Was it nerve-wracking?
So nerve-wracking. I was shaking before I walked up, and even on stage I was still shaking, but it's been so amazing and the biggest buzz ever. And every single girl here today deserved to win. And I even said that to everyone I spoke to. They said they've all been amazing, and every single person gave an amazing interview, an amazing speech, an amazing talent. So I'm honoured to have won it, so thank you.
Mairéad Hussey, ladies and gentlemen.